Over the course of the 20th century, over the course of the last 100 years indeed, we've seen a number of military options, and I think both Russia and America would be keen to avoid some of these and have learnt from some of these. More recently, we've seen two particular results. The Kosovo result, where the invading power effectively is rewarded with keeping its territory. The Vietnam result, where there's a stalemate. The Libya result, where things are just brewing. The Korea result, where everything is frozen. And the Finland result, where there is a peace. So what are we going to have in the Ukraine-Russian war? At the moment, it looks highly likely that we are heading towards a catastrophe. The East and the West, Russia and America, seem very good at escalating nuclear conflict, but very bad at de-escalating. Very good at escalating conventional conflict and very bad at de-escalating. Very bad at getting round a table and negotiating, in other words. And really, we need to make sure that negotiations are taking place at the same time as hostilities are festering, and the negotiations don't need to be taking place with all the warring factions. They just need to be taking place. And I think that's something that both the West and the East have misunderstood. If we are to avoid a nuclear Armageddon, we need to be talking. And I think a Vietnam solution is something that Russia would definitely not accept. And I think faced with a loss of land, which Russia has now identified as Russian territory, I think it's highly likely that Mr. Putin would at least consider a nuclear option and blame it on the West. And the West probably would engage with conventional weapons that could easily and very quickly escalate further. If, for example, the West were to attack Russian ships in the Black Sea, that would be seen as a direct act of war, and that could very easily result in a nuclear strike across continents. I think on a Sunday, when we're a little bit more relaxed, we should think about these great issues and wonder what we can do to try to influence the great and the good, or not so good, to pull back from the brink.